This is a quick toot on how to play the riff in Echo Beach. That will sound a bit like so you can see the tab is 3 2 on the A string, 3 2, and then 3 on the second string. So you've got that little wedgy triangle there. Then 5 5 5, and then you come back to 3 3 2. So 3 2 3 5 5 5 3 3 2. Here's a little ditty to say to yourself while you're learning. What's the most economical way to do your fingers? Different folks like to do this different ways. Here's a suggestion. Because you're going to go 3 2 and then up to the next string 3, I'm going to suggest that you put your first finger on the first string, first fret, your social finger, your long finger, on the second string at the third fret. So you can see it there. And when you're playing the 3 note here, my suggestion to you is that you lay your long finger down and then you lift it up. Da, da, da. So you'll pick the first string twice. Da, da. And a way to get used to, you might prefer to put a finger on here, but for me that gets kind of cramped. Maybe I have big fingers. But the other virtue of putting your fingers on this way and laying this down is I don't have to move these fingers from their position and they don't get cramped. I just lay it down in its fret. I mean, and on the right hand I'm so on the right hand da 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 da. So I'm picking the A string twice and then the E string. And if you were starting and that felt a bit weird to start off, I think I would just practice that. Glue your fingers into their place and then just get used to moving this one up and down. Da da. And just try that idea where you just take that minuscule part, those little 3 notes, and you just do them really slowly, and you very consciously, very mindfully think about what you're doing, firstly with your left hand and then with your right hand, or vice versa, but you slow it down so that you can, to a ridiculous extent, be paying attention to what you're doing. Don't just do it automatically. I'm looking out a window here and I'm not paying enough attention. You really think about what your hands are doing, because that's building the neurons and whatnot that are going to help you do this later. So, if I'm training the right hand, I might just cover the whole lot and go. So I'm not distracted with what I'm doing left. I'm just working on one hand. Da 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 da. And play that sequence through. Okay, I'm jumping ahead a little bit. And then go to your left hand, put your fingers back on where you want them, and practice that. Okay. Then the next 3 notes are all on the 5th fret. I don't want to move these fingers. I don't want to be running up and down the fretboard because it's too fast. Ba 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 ba. I want to keep my cognitive effort as low as I possibly can. I'm trying to find where my cognitive effort is on this video. So how can I keep these anchored but get up to the... I'm going to tilt this down a little. So, I'm ready. I'm going to use my pinky. Hooray for the pinky. It's a bit of a stretch to use my ring finger. It's uncomfortable. So I'm going to use my pinky, and it just has to hold down 2 strings at once on the 5th fret. So whack it around a bit, get it to get into position. Da, 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 da. And I'm picking the A string, the E string, and then the A string again. I was recently learning some super basic piano, and the guy was like, when you're doing your scales, really whack the keys to implant it in your mind. So maybe exaggerate the pull, if you like, with your right hand, so you get it. And then when you're coming back, off goes pinky, and I'm going to hit the E string twice, and then the A string. Da, 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 I don't have to move these fingers at all. They're from beginning to end, they stay in place. That gives me an anchor point. When you're doing a quick riff, that's exactly what you want. You want to have maximum economy of movement, which is a smart-ass way of saying you don't want to move your hands very much at all. So. La 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 Hope that helped. Do your right hand, do your left hand, try and anchor them there, and whether you put another finger up here to... But if I do that, I have to move my hand, and I'd really rather just hang it in the same place. And just lots and lots of repetition. I hope that helped. Bye.